Howdy, folks. Well, hello again one more time. Officially 19:19 left first period, so just getting underway here. USC and UW. Washington's goalie wears number 1. You don't see that too often anymore. Used to very much be the norm. Cross ice go the Huskies. Huskies playing with some speed, very noticeable. They have been the class of the PAC-8 this season. One linesman to call everything today. So they'll have to work as a group and make sure that they keep an eye on everything. Puck glued behind the net now. USC able to free it up. They'll look to try and create a breakout, but it's collected easily on D by Washington. They dump it in. Tyler Jennings rides his man into the boards, but SC comes away with it, but Washington just so close, so quick to get that puck back. So still 0-0 here. Trojans will just carry that one off the boards. Troy Gasser will go to collect it in the corner, and it'll be icing. Face off again in the USC zone. Some shoving in front of the Trojan bench. Now USC comes away with it. Up through, and we got a delayed penalty coming up here. It's going to go against, I think that may have been a referee calling a delayed offside. So that'll be a challenge for us too, figuring out who's calling what with this 3-man, 2-referee, 1-linesman system. That one we know is an icing with 15:57 left in the first period. We figure it out in the PAC-8. We get things done. It doesn't always look so smooth, but game was originally slated for 4. Brief conversation with Gasser's father before the game. Says his family is able to watch these games out back east, and we're happy that the Gasser clan is with us today if they're watching. Here's J.D. White, the longtime Husky player. They score on the deflection in front. Christian Cinderella looked like he had the final tip as Washington takes the 1-0 lead early first period. Another slap shot there. A lot of puck connected on that one from Thomas Krivak. J.D. White and Fitzgibbons, the assists there on Krivak's deflection. Separating body from puck are the Huskies. 12:40 left in the first period. They lead 1-0. That puck slid in front of goal, but no one there from USC to knock it home. Back up to the point, and they lost it there. Offside. Just not quite able to do enough to keep that onside was Aiden Vasquez. And And the linesman was right there to see it. Gasser plays it across to his opposite D-man. Then they look for the pass up to Cinderella, who gets the stick on it just past the red line and then is turned around. USC with it in the corner. Cinderella looking for the hit, had target locking there, but wisely lays up as the USC player got rid of the puck. In the neutral zone, taken away again by Washington, but taken right back by USC. Beggert with the shot well wide. That's going to ring all the way back into the Trojan zone, but USC is right there for it. They get it up for Beggert again. Beggert had it lost. It played a body there, and Washington fans want a call, which they won't get. That one thrown into the corner. Deflected, and shot fell to the slot there. Chance for USC, but it went wide. Dumping it back in was Jack Hubner, but Washington comes away with it. It's Krivak trying to play it for Lucas Semke. They couldn't connect, but puck still in that Trojan zone. Washington with it back for Semke in front again, and Blaustein throws that glove hand down. As we said, we saw Blaustein make a lot of saves last night against Oregon just from that leg strength, moving coast to coast to shut the open door. Not as dramatic on that one, but they all count the same on the score sheet. Behind the net for SC off the face-off win. They play it across for Tyler Crystal. One of the two Crystals on this USC team. A knockdown, and it's going to go the length of the ice, but no ice. Washington flips that back. USC able to get there first. One-timer goal for USC. Jack Dana. Nice pass slid across to him, and he did the rest. 1-1 as USC's gonna give Washington all they got here. .10:24 officially left on the clock. We'll see if we get enough time to get our point shot from Washington, deflected somewhere well wide. Now in front again, and keeping it alive is Washington. Shots through and blocked by USC. Ethan Stark from Maquileta, Washington. Washington got a touch to that one, and now it's back for Gasser after USC got a half clearance. Good exchange there from the Huskies. The shot from Blaustein right on frame. 18:50 left after the Blaustein save in the first period. Underway once more. Gasser just does keep that onside, or did he? He did not. As Washington gets back onside, and then takes it right back. Oh, it would have been off there, but I'd rather have it dumped in. Jordan Fitzgibbon, he's got an assist in the game. Had the touch there behind the net. SC with it. Greenberg had the touch. Now it's thrown down, and that will be icing. against Washington. Did that again, didn't I? Against SC. USC now near side boards. That passes through and they're across the blue line. Chance for USC, but the pass, little sloppy knock forward. Now here's a chance for Washington. 2-on-1, they get the shot and it's wide. Neglecting the pass there with Semku available, or excuse me, with Krivak available. It was Semku on the shot. Krivak goes to the corner. Trying to maybe play it back up. Oh, now toward the half boards behind the net. Whistle goes, penalty coming up. And it's Krivak penalized for Washington high sticking. Good old offensive zone penalties, another thing that'll make coaches feel warm and fuzzy. Maybe not quite those descriptions. First penalty of the game for Washington, I believe. Different tone to these games so far. That one thrown the length all the way. First clear. Both teams there. Big collision in center ice. Cinderella went for the hit. Actually took the worst of it. And now USC has made it a 2-1 game. Or did they? Looked like they did. Looking down at a roster, missed a thing or two. Save actually made by Jarvis there. My apologies at home. Still 1-1. 6:15 left. Another clearance there. 33 seconds left on this penalty to Krivak, who's now standing in the penalty box. And right up into the netting. And a souvenir for some young PAC-8 fans. That one made its way through the netting. .50 left officially in this first period. SC backwards through the neutral zone, now into their own zone a couple of steps. Crystal again. Back to even strength hockey here, 5-on-5, 1-1 the score. Goals from Diana and Cinderella. And there's Crystal for SC. Krivak with the touch to that one, just a step past the red line. Washington will go to give chase to it. SC emerges with the puck, trying to connect on the transition pass, but too far in front. And now it's Washington trying to get that Semku, and a couple of Husky players run into each other there, stay on their feet. SC in front, trying to stuff it home, and the save made by Jarvis again. .39 showing on the clock. We'll try and have ours catch up. Krivak. Forward for Nolan Roth of Washington. Behind the net, and Washington gets it back. Good 1-2 passes there. Now back to the point, through, rebound. Knocked away behind the net. Washington still with it. Trying to get it back to the point. Good pass from Semku. Hammerin wanted it. And now Hammerin gets it, plays it behind the net. 3:55 left in this first period officially. Again, our clock a little off. Length of the ice, icing waved off. J.D. White goes to collect it for Washington. J.D. White with that touch forward. Just gets it through the neutral zone. Now Washington with it. Here's an opportunity for Cinderella. Knocks it forward, tries to play it to himself. He's hit hard though. Loses the puck, gets it right back though, does Washington. And in the slot, tough sledding there for anybody. And thrown the length of the ice. Gasser with it for Washington. Under 3 minutes left in the first period of a 1-1 tie. Good strong effort from USC so far. Tripped up there, just bodies colliding. O'Malley's big hit thrown there. The volume of this game getting turned up a little bit. Thinking about the first time shot was Troy Gasser. Instead he played it off to Mason Friedman. Huskies now still with it behind the net. 2:26 left officially in period number 1. And that will go for an icing. Once more, late first period of a 1-1 tie in the second semifinal of the 2017 PAC-8 tournament. Stick check there, but SC still with it. Beggart's still with it. And somehow took that all the way behind the net, did Beggart. Puck on the near side boards, USC with it. Good pass across ice, and that one shot ring wide from SC. Knocked down, and now opportunity for Washington. Keenan Smith got there first and was able to direct that puck towards net. Blaustein no choice but to cover it up. We count down 1 minute 37 seconds left in the first period. SC with the puck off the face-off. They go behind their net, taken away though by Washington temporarily, then knocked out of the zone. Beggart with the chance to try to chase up and catch up to that one. Can't play a shot, but he'll manage to retain possession for SC. Vasquez with the shot from the point goes wide. And not able to keep that in was Crystal. Vasquez will go back to get it. Pressured and hearing some footsteps from the Huskies. Hammerin for Washington. Behind his own net. Big collision there. USC does just keep that puck in the zone. Jarvis slides across to get a touch to it. And gets a catch on that one. Shot right into his equipment with 38.7 seconds left. Face off again, that puck sent down the length of the ice. J.D. White going for the hit. Washington, can they emerge with the puck? No, they cannot. Nearly did. And now an opportunity the other way for USC. He's separated from the puck though. And Trojans in the neutral zone. 8 seconds left into the last handful of seconds in this period, and we are done with the first period of play. A very entertaining first 20 minutes of play. We've got 40 minutes more, and then who knows in the second semifinal. Don't go anywhere. We will take a break. And we are back. As you narrowly miss hearing me sing along to some music here, would have been never, ever, ever invited back to do these broadcasts. Well, we are ready for the second period of play. It was a great first period between USC and Washington. We worried about Washington's legs coming into this game, given the fact that they did play last night, and it was a long trip up from Los Angeles for the men of Troy, but they looked good, and you kind of overheard some discussions of their coaches at the intermission, and they're saying as soon as they scored, something kind of changed. They woke up a little bit, and that seemed to echo what we had sort of seen. This is a game where Washington would be the favorite, so to speak, but SC is not laying down lightly. Huskies do have the puck now, though. Not much possession in the neutral zone, and they'll just have to chip it in. They go for a line change as USC collects with 19:15 left, and we'll reset that clock for you when we get a whistle. Throwing down the length of the ice, and that one will be icing with 19:03. That formulated there and didn't give Paul McCabe a lot of options. So underway we are again here. Washington on the power play, but good deflection from USC. Maybe a shorthanded chance for the Trojans as Beggert goes to collect that one. Now Cinderella back and fires a shot. Right back to the doorstep for Washington, and that one into the netting, but the netting behind the goal. 18:08 left, and we'll need to figure out some scoring issues. They didn't turn the penalty clock on, so clock went down. The penalty time did not. I've been in the scorer's booth shoes before, and I've made that same mistake. And when you do it as a neutral host, teams probably don't get quite as upset as when you genuinely do it on accident to favor the home team. The visiting bench was not generally very thrilled. They're tricky, those scoreboards. Learned some new words that day. They're not going to be repeated here. 18:08 left first. The second period, 1-1 tie. Semifinal number 2. Winner gets UCLA. To the point for Gasser. Gasser, Semke at the opposite point. He gets it to Lucas. Now back to Gasser. Gasser throws that in. They're looking for the deflection, and there was no deflection there, just right into the equipment of Blaustein with 17:56 left and $1.18 left on the penalty. Point again, Gasser couldn't control that one. Back high bounce there, and Washington emerges with it. They try to center it to the slot, couldn't do it in the clearance. The whole length of the ice will be touched by Jarvis as Washington sets up with 55 seconds left on their man advantage. With speed, here's Semke. Dragging the toe to stay onside was Krivak. Semke slid it across the crease, but there was no one there. Now back for Krivak. Back to J.D. White. Krivak again. Mason Friedman knocked down as he shot. It went wide. J.D. White can't keep that in. It's going to go the length of the ice. And Mason Friedman's going to have to give more than half-hearted chase to that, with a USC player, James Koch, also tracking it down. 16 seconds left on the man advantage. USC gets the half clearance again. That time, though, it does hit the feet of Ryan Hammerin, who is offside across the blue line. With 16 minutes, 51 seconds left in the second period, and 1 second left on the power play. 16:39, excuse me, is what shows on the clock. And off. Sides once more. That one may also have gotten a piece of the linesman. Don't know if that's the same linesman that had something take a chunk out of him in the last game. But as has been said before, and as will be said many times again, hockey officials are a different breed. It takes a hell of a mindset to think you can control these kind of guys. And some of them do just fine. It's done a good job by the referees in this tournament establishing control of these games. Haven't had anything get out of hand, and the players have done a good job of making it about the hockey. Shot through and may have had a deflection in front. Blaustein also equal to it. Arthur Edgren chased that for Washington. Now it's in the Husky zone. Spends a little bit of time there for first moments in a while. 15:51. Now Cinderella flips that one in after he didn't gain the red line. So Washington's line change will hit Control Z. So 1-1 still the score. Both of those goals came in the first period. Who is supposed to be on the ice. Washington with the face-off win. Big collision there after, though. And now a good tap there. Great pass from Cinderella. Then it gets back. He tried to get Zeta in front. Loose and knocked down there. Puck covered up and some shoving there. And now we're getting a little bit more than just friendly shoving. See if they're going to take maybe one from each team. Looks like that's the case. 25 in white is Landon Chacha. And just Landon, it appears. So 5-on-4, Washington back to the man advantage. Slap shot there and deflected into the netting. Bounced around, back to the blue line. Now hammering, that shot blocked. Washington's still there. And USC gets to clear 30 seconds into the power play. Now Washington, Krivak moving through bodies. Krivak still with it, now he goes down. And he looks to be in some discomfort, and we get the whistle. 14:34 left in the period as Krivak will collect himself, and we'll see Matt Cleaton, the Huskies coach, may make his way out there along with the trainer from the USC bench. Would, needless to say, be a big loss for Washington. And you always hope for the best for these guys. To reset the story one more time, Christian Cinderella had a deflection to give the Huskies a 1-0 lead before Jack Dana slammed home a one-timer to equalize it. Thank one more time my cameraman and technical assistant on all things, Matt Coma, and the PAC-8 for letting me call these games the last few years. I'll hand him the reins tomorrow for the medal round games as Krivak is picked up off the ice and will get himself to the bench, mostly under his own power. Pickpocketed though, and chance Beggert and Deanna for USC, short-handed. Beggert knocks him down, and get a penalty on that. We do, the back ref with his arm up. But solid contact from Gasser, and falls into the category of things that the referees probably have to call in that kind of position. Say it once more, the difference between a goon and an enforcer: when he's on your team, he's an enforcer. Something that we've said on the Duck broadcasts about Troy before, and his dad came up to me before this game and said he thought it was quite funny. Another whistle there, another penalty there for a slash. So we're starting to fill up the score sheets. Andrew Phillips will sit and think about what he's done. 13:39 left in the second period. Husky fans trying to make some noise now. Underway once more. 13:30 officially or so left. I'll hold our clock for a moment. And back to 4-on-4 now. High in the net. Cinderella throws it on goal. And Washington moving back in their own zone. thought about the slap shot, gets it to Cinderella. He shoots and it's saved, deflected up into the netting. He had a couple of square inches of twine there. 12:47 left in this second period of a 1-1 tie. Winner to the PAC-8 title game against the University of California, Los Angeles. 12:40 now. Still 4-on-4. Beggar with it for SC, but he's run into just after he got rid of the puck. Dana, the USC goal scorer, loses it there. J.D. White took it away. And Krivak back out there moving at more or less full speed, so that's certainly good to see. Beggar's shot goes wide. And losing his stick there was Krivak. Leads to an opportunity perhaps for SC. What a move! And that puck somehow is somewhere underneath Bennett Jarvis. One of those as a goalie where you turn around and look behind you and hope to not see the puck behind the red line. We're still tied 1-1. 5 seconds left of 4-on-4 time, and then a very short power play for Washington. As we are underway once more. Puck in the corner, USC trying to create something, and Jarvis will put the glove down. Underway, and Washington on the power play, and you missed it. They're off the power play, back to even strength. Standing on a shot there was Friedman, but puck kept going with him. Now trying to set up. SC though takes it back behind the net. A minute and a half away or so from being halfway through this game. That puck too far out in front of James Koch. That one will be sent the length of the ice for icing, and that certainly looked pretty darn close to even. But that's hybrid icing. You can have that sometimes, and a big collision after that. I will send the face-off though all the way down as is dictated. After the icing against Washington. Teams are starting to communicate with each other. Hockey players tend to communicate in a series of grunts and stick taps. Sociological experiments and research only beginning to learn the significance. That one sent the length of the ice once more. Slightly less controversial icing that time. And Washington's still not allowed to change. Underway again. And 42 left in the period. Roy Gasser using his body in the corner. And Mason Friedman now with it for Washington. run into by two Trojans, lost the puck in the process, and SC trying to break out. David Beggar trying to sneak behind the back line of the defense. Instead, though, just coming across, and the shot was there from Gavin Crystal. Washington trying to get a good clean breakout, not able to do so. Now it'll be flipped down the length of the ice through the neutral zone and into the USC bench. Look out, coach. Underway again after the face-off at center. That puck into the bench and more deflections in the neutral zone. SC trying to get the centering cross-ice pass there. It was deflected. And still moving around with it, still circulating there was Chase Desmond, and SC has made this a 2-1 game for real this time. Big goal for the Trojans. Looks to have been Landon Chacha. .17 left in this one, in this period. SC has taken the lead, and we'll see how Washington responds. Their first time trailing in this game. Offside, there goes USC. We know their coaches felt that they had flipped a switch after they scored the first time and were playing at a much higher level. What kind of switch might be flipped for SC after taking the lead against this talented Washington team? Here are the Huskies trying to respond. Goes behind the net. And Krivak with it. Behind the net as Washington centering, and no one there to knock it home. Across the blue line is SC. Stick checked away. Now again, another collision there. Washington will collect it now. Krivak licks up ice. Krivak makes a move, gets around a couple of guys. That one fired hard into the corner. Gasser there for Washington. Gasser will play it around the boards, but it's going to be taken by USC. .46 left, second period. Thrown towards goal there, and just kind of a turn and fire from Tyler Jennings. Didn't hit the cage. Huskies trying to get cross ice there to set up his own entry. Couldn't get it through, and now SC behind their own net. Good pressure from Washington. Does it lead to something here? Rebound, and Klaustein looked behind him, but it was underneath him. 7:15 left in the period. Off the post from Ethan Stark. comes SC. Setting up, Diana throws it on goal. Jarvis there. The net goes SC. Now back to the point, trying to set something up. Shot through and wide. Deflected in front, and again bouncing around there. No one able to get to that puck first for SC. Behind their own net are the Washington net, now sent the length of the ice by the Huskies, and that will be an ice. 6:11 left, second period. SC behind the net, trying to move in front of Jarvis, and he makes the save. And then some extracurriculars in front of goal. .58 left in the second period. And then Schotch's goal made this a 2-1 game. Now here's an opportunity though for Washington. 2-on-1, they score! Up goes the water bottle as Thomas Kribak makes it a 2-2 game. Credit to USC, they've been playing this Washington team very strong to this point, but it just goes to show you, give a good team one chance, they're going to take it, and Kribak did just that. He could have passed it just as easily, but had the nice finish there. Up high, roofed it, and water bottle went flying. Now Washington in front of their own goal and behind their own net. Deflected and dangerous bounce there. Washington gets to that puck. USC didn't have a choice but to let him as they were offside. 5:06 left, second period. Mason Friedman gets some space across the blue line. He fires, forces the save out of Blaustein. Knocked away in a high deflection. Now that'll be sent all the way down. Icing waved off. Washington behind the net. And here's Cinderella. Cinderella flips it across the blue line and will force a save out of Blaustein. We'll get a face-off coming up in the Trojan zone. J.D. White chases that one down to the corner for Washington. Chase Sessman applying pressure there for SC, but Washington emerges with possession. Now Cinderella again flips it across the blue line. He'll go to the corner. Pays the price, but may have got a touch to that. Now it's SC. In transition. Shot right into the glove of Jarvis, and then a big collision after and some shoves on top of that. With 3:54 left in this second period of what is now a 2-2 tie. Behind the net. Washington trying to play that one diagonally across the neutral zone. They do get to and forces a stick save. In front, they score! Down goes the water bottle again, as the Huskies have made it 3-2. Puck bouncing around in front, and they were able to chip it up in. So Washington regaining the lead. We'll see how long this one lasts. We've had two very good games today so far. Huskies have to get themselves back on side there, so SC with the chance to get some possession in their own zone. But Ryan Hammerin gets to it in the neutral zone. He'll play it on a dump, allow Washington to get back on. Behind the net again. Shamus People chasing that one down. People still working for it. And now Beggart for USC. Trojans trying to break across the blue line. Just losing it was Aaron Brownell. And big collision there. And upset with himself, or upset with the play, was People. Not able to get around that Trojan. Bodies tying together there. And USC emerges. They throw that one down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. SC got there first. 2:04 left officially in this second period. USC with the response. Jack Dana again. USC not going down without a fight. And we'll see what the Washington response to that is, should we get one. With a $1:45 left officially in this second period. Intercepted there by Washington, and they'll get right back on it. Nolan Roth. Nolan Roth caroms it around the net. 1:24 left second period. USC hanging right there with Washington. 3-3 tie. The Trojans have led at one point. And down goes a Husky that will draw a penalty. It was actually the Husky going down that took the penalty there. Didn't quite get a clean view of it, but Lucas Semkiw sitting for 2 minutes as a result. And a slash to call. USC thought about the shot from the top of the point there. Instead, they'll work it around. What a big gift would a lead be for the Trojans going into this third period. Coaches talk about goals in the first minute and the last minute of a period. Well, we are into the last minute of the second period, and that may be the best time of them all to take the lead. Big momentum minute here. Good shot through. Jarvis equal to it. 35 flat left on the official clock. With the clear right off the face-off, that's going to do a lot of damage. But still a chance for USC to set up one last sequence here. Across the blue line, Hammerin pokes it away. Behind the net, and USC still with it, setting up 11 seconds left. They're working it around. Still chances to shoot. They get a shot, didn't get through. Another one blocked. 2 good blocks in a row from the Huskies. That's loose in front. That's the end of the period, and it's still tied at 3-3. Great first period, great second period. Can only imagine what we've got in store for the third. Don't you go anywhere. We will be right back with it. Well, it's our second semifinal of the afternoon, and it's our second semifinal of the afternoon that is tied going into the third period. So not much more from a neutral perspective that you could ask for. This time we have Washington and we have USC. Washington has maybe been half a step ahead for some of this game, but USC has really been right there with them as well. Jack Dan has been the big fella for USC. He's got 2 of their markers. It's been Christian Cinderella, Thomas Krivak and company for Washington as they have been unleashing a barrage on the water bottle of Jeremy Blaustein. Had it knocked off the goal after last 2 of their goals. Washington will start killing a penalty. Lucas Semkiw still sitting for 52 seconds as the third period gets underway. One more time, winner of this game gets UCLA tomorrow. The loser will take on Cal, so a Battle of California will happen in one of those 2 games either way. Will it be a crosstown rivalry or a NorCal-SoCal rivalry? And what'll it be for? Those are the questions we still have to answer. We've got 20 minutes to figure that out and take the 4-3 after that point. And here comes USC again. Penalty coming up. Arm went straight up. High sticking. Referees really trying to keep whatever kind of resemblance of control they can keep on this game. Stakes are high, emotions are high, tensions are high. Washington's favor, they play on that Olympic ice up in Seattle, and having this much extra room out there probably makes the NHL-sized ice feel a little bit bigger. Shot through, rebound, through in front, loose somewhere still, and now underneath Blaustein the whistle goes with 17:52 left in the third period. USC leading 4-3. Top, Huskies working it around. 4 seconds left on this 4-on-3. Now we're back. Now it's a 5-on-3. As Gasser's back out of the box. Right for the top of the point is Gasser, and 5-on-3 still for 16 seconds. Then an abbreviated 5-on-4. Gasser's shot through USC, a desperation clearance with 17-17 left. Plays it down to himself. Pass to Diana. Diana shoots and it's wide. Captain Jack for USC. Ryan Hammerin into the corner. Now taken again by Beggar. USC really starting to feel it these last 30-45 seconds. 15:06 left. Hammerin, Semkiw towards Hammerin. And that's cleared into the netting by USC. We'll get a face-off with 14:51 left in the third period of play in the PAC-8 second semifinal. The winner gets UCLA. USC with it D to D. Now they'll try to play it forward towards Koch, and Edgren with it. Edgren, though, couldn't handle it. SC takes it back. 13:06 left. Fanning on a shot there. Sets up a chance for you for Washington, but they were changing the lines, and all sorts of confusion on the line change. USC with a shot on goal as a result, but Jarvis equal to it with a good solid save. 12:42 left, third period. 4-3 game now. We entered this third period tied at 3. That shot towards goal but wide. Hammerin with it. He's got to go backwards, let his boys get back on side. Now gaining the red line and dumping it in is Washington with 12:22 left in the frame. Backhanded centering pass, no one there for Washington. Hammerin gets there and nearly creates something nifty, but offside go the Huskies. 12:07 left, third period. Came right up towards us in the netting. One more reminder to the boys, if you break any of this equipment, you buy it. Fan returns the puck. And we're back underway. $11:56 left. SC with a chance, and Dana had life miserable for him. In front, opportunity for the Huskies. It's a gift of an opportunity. Glaustein was underneath all those shots, and credit to the referee keeping an eye on the puck. That shot from Hammerin ripped wide, and that'll go all the way down. Josh McGrew picks it up out of Managua, Nicaragua, on the Husky roster in this second semifinal, unless we go to overtime. Offside there. And the Husky parents were about to explode had that not been given. $10-12 left. Mason Free left in this one. What does Matt Cleaton have up his sleeve? The man in the purple sweater vest. Purple tie. I think I've seen him wear pretty much the same thing to every Husky game I've ever witnessed, but it's a good look. Don't mess with it if it works for you. Top of the point. And behind the net, underneath, bunch of moving bodies. Puck keeps moving, ref keeps his eyes on it. And slapped in, didn't get through. A good shot block there. Hammerin, good job by Fitzgibbon there at center just to get a touch on that one. Cleared out by SC, deflected into the netting. We'll get another face-off. 8:34 left in this one. Huskies on with possession off the faceoff. Krivak knocked down, though. Lost the puck. Huskies get it back in the neutral zone. Have to get back on side. SC, meanwhile, takes over in the Husky zone. Now a breakout for USC. Across the blue line they come. Oh, and there was an opportunity there if they could have just slid that puck along to Andrew Phillips, but both of those. And the headset over for the medal round. Exactly how that bracket shapes up will remain to be seen over the next 7 minutes, 15 seconds. Mason Friedman. Shot blocked. A shot saved, rather. Did get through. Behind the net, SC will get there first. Friedman gives chase and gets it back. One-timer! Sounded a lot like it hit a mask. Hit something or other on Blaustein. Counts as a save just the same. And that's cleared the length of the ice. USC's line change canceled on the icing. 6:40 left officially. A very solid hockey game to this point. And we're going to get a timeout here. I think it's a good timeout call. Kind of at a point in the game where you're not really in desperate moments yet, but you blink and you're gonna be. Want to make sure both on the USC side and the UW side, you know what you need to do, you know what you're supposed to do, have contingency plans in place. Not so much drawing up a specific play. And you start again thinking about when you're going to pull your goaltender if you're Matt Clayton. It's way too early for that. And we may not even get to that point the way that this game has been going. But you want to make sure you're communicating your plan with your goaltender. You're probably not going to get another chance to talk to him. So 6:40 left, 4-3 game. USC is in the lead. And the faceoff is in their zone. That puck does squirt out of the zone. Now here's a break for USC if they hurry. Deflected, bouncing around, and was loose in front momentarily. Now Washington moves out. Here's Fitzgibbon for Washington. Fitzgibbon with Jennings or White, and Blaustein dives on top of it. .6:13, or call it 6:14. Left in this one. Another good opportunity for Washington, but re-rack tape, I'll say it again, Jeremy Blaustein has been outstanding. Cleared out there, but Coke again trying to center, but Washington takes it back. 4:45 left, third period, 4-3 game. Edgegren. And Washington gets the change. J.D. White on it for Washington. Fitzgibbon in front, and they couldn't get a clean stick blade down. Here's you. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's been a great hockey game. It's been entertaining. Does SC have an insurance marker, or are they content to just milk that clock? And what does Washington have to say about it all? SC, neutral zone. Dump that one in. Icing waved off. Sending that one down. Krivak giving chase. He will get to that enough to avoid any kind of icing. In front, and they couldn't just quite turn. Gasser couldn't handle it cleanly. Behind the net for Krivak. Keenan Smith with a touch in front. Oh, that one looked like it was knocked wide. Huskies get it. Keenan Smith, one-time shot, through, but deflected away. 2:31. We will now start to really keep an eye on Jarvis. They score! The Huskies equalize with 2:25 left, so there you go. All I had to do was reference the empty net one more time, and Krivak is equalized. And we do have some kind of a discussion with the referees here, and boy, would that make things interesting. They don't tend to talk and say, boy, wasn't that a good goal. They must be discussing something. Maybe incidental interference with the goaltender, maybe a crease violation, maybe something. And they do give the good goal. And Blaustein's come out to the blue line to say something. He doesn't agree. .225 left officially, but it's beginning to look like that won't be enough time. Meanwhile, the Vancouver Rangers and Tahoe Icemen wonder when they're going to get to play their game. Eventually. It's a 7:30 start, so they shouldn't be too delayed. Captains are still discussing this. USC's, maybe they got some law students they can throw at it. Really, some discussions, but a good goal. Krivak indeed the goal scorer. Now here's SC, 2:10 left. SC just has it scored out of the zone. They've got to get back on side, and in the process of doing so, the puck is deflected into the netting. Underway again. Final 2 minutes of the tightest game so far at this PAC-8 tournament, but they've all been beauties. SC starting behind the net. Poked away by Washington, but they won't be able to really keep possession. Now it squirts out to the point for Hammerin. Hammerin, shot kicked, saved away by a skater for SC there. 1:32 left in regulation. And for a rebound, they score! Couple of quick ones for Washington, and they lead it 5-4. Cinderella, the goal scorer. So Washington scores 2 goals in about a minute to take a 5-4 lead. And maybe all we had to do was to read the overtime rules. And underway again, $1:28 left officially. Sent down the length of the ice, so now we will switch gears and we will put ourselves on Jeremy Blaustein crease watch. really any moment now, and in fact, with the face-off going into the Husky zone, they'll just take advantage of the whistle to get Blaustein out of there and get 6 men out for the face-off. 11 skaters on NHL-sized ice. It's a lot of room. Or not a lot of room. The exact opposite of that. To the point for SC. Shot block was down, so they didn't take the shot through. Back up to the point. Send the length of the ice, and that will be icing, but nothing more. 1:06 left. "66 seconds separating Washington from their second straight trip to the PAC-8 title game. They just need looking for the empty netter to ice it, but they can't find it there. Thrown in by USC. Under 1 minute left now. Keeping it alive is USC. Behind the net. Rebound was there, but knocked away. Length of the ice it goes. Icing it is with 33.5 left in this one. .5 left. What a third period. What a last 5 minutes of the third period. Washington with the equalizer, and then they take the lead moments later. Three-man officiating crew has had their work cut out for them tonight. Another timeout taken here. This time didn't look to be too much in the way of a play drawn up, unless it's the assistant coach that drew it for USC. Face-off is to the glove side of Jarvis. And SC does win it to the point. Doesn't get through. Washington with a chance on the empty net. And they hit it. 6-4. Washington with the icing on the cake now. Credit to USC and credit to Jeremy Blaustein, because that ain't fair the way he played tonight. But if you're a goalie or a parent of a goalie, you know how it goes. It's not really always about that. And credit to Washington as well. They played with a lot of talent and a lot of heart, and it should be a great championship game. Should be a great third place game tomorrow as well. Just a gem of a tournament we've had here. The icing of this game on the empty netter. Oh, there's a high hit. And we do have the whistle. Elbowing the call, and assuredly the right one. Maybe a little frustration out of Paul McCabe there. Winding our clock down to 6 seconds, 6.3 left. Face-off will go to the Trojan zone, but all but a formality now. away again. And that will officially do it. Washington gets the win. They will surround Ben Jarvis, who had an excellent game of his own tonight, as Washington takes this 6-4. They were down 4-3 with just a couple of moments left in the third period. We were starting to talk about when Matt Clayton was going to pull Ben Jarvis. Then the Huskies equalized, and then just a few moments later, they took the lead, and they did not look back from that point, adding the empty netter for the 6-4 win. They will advance to face UCLA in tomorrow's final. USC and Cal, though, will have the ice before that for the third place game. One last time, my name is Isaac Rosenthal. Thank you so much for joining me for these first 3 games. We'll hand the reins over to Matt Coma for the games tomorrow, so do not go anywhere, or maybe do. Take some time and rest up for tomorrow. We have the third place and championship games for you. Thank you so much for listening from Lake Tahoe. This has been Isaac Rosenthal. Thank you so much, and have an excellent night.